which means they're now going to top deck a Frostbite effect, right? That's how it works. The universe loves to make a liar out of me. I know that I said I was going to be putting Runeterra videos out, and I still am, as evident by me doing this, but I wanted to get more out sooner. However, I ran into a brief family emergency. My wife's grandfather fell, busted up his arm really bad. He has a big kind of gaping hole because he is well into his 90s. He has paper thin skin, and it's kind of a whole mess. So didn't get the chance to record. I normally like to record specifically for YouTube, so the content that you guys get is usually unique. However, for the next couple of days, I'm actually going to just be posting some stream highlights because I want to share the decks I've been playing, but I'm not going to have enough time while I'm helping to take care of family to get that done. So right now the plan is for the next couple of days, it's going to be YouTube videos, but they will be stream highlights. So, you know, usual caveat, if you hear me talking to somebody and you don't understand it, it's likely me talking to somebody who was in the Twitch chat at the time. And then Sunday, I'm going to be casting a community event with Silverfuse. We're going to do that over, I think, the next couple of weekends, actually, for Legends of Runeterra. But once Monday hits, the goal is to hit the ground running and get back to giving you guys unique content for YouTube, because it is still on my radar. It's something that I really want to do, and I'm looking forward to it, but, you know, life happens. So anyway, for this video, we're going to be piloting a Targon deck that is based around playing a lot of the messenger. Wanted to make use of Starbone. This is a tribute to Oi. I talk about that at the beginning of the segment. Tomorrow's video will be Aphelios Nightfall, which actually performed better than I thought it would. But if you made it this far, again, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching and enjoy. So here's the deal. I didn't stream last night because of my wife's grandpa falling, and I was talking about that in the Discord, and he is doing better now, but he's still having issues with bleeding. The wounds are pretty significant because he is very old, so he has very thin skin, and he has quite the gouge. So we've been helping with that. And so I didn't get to stream last night, and I also was swamped today, and so I didn't get to record the YouTube video that I wanted, which was the deck that I'm about to play. So we're gonna play it on stream tonight, and I might just put the highlights from this up on YouTube, because this is a deck that I really am excited to play, not because I think it's going to be good, but specifically because of Starbone here. So on Twitter, one of the developers at Riot, one of the folks who works on Legends of Runeterra, had shared a story about Starbone and, you know, kind of what went into creating it. And it was in memory of this person whose dog had passed away. And you follow me on Twitter, or, you know, Tavarish, you, for example, have been around forever. You know, Oi has passed away, and I love Oi so much. And so we are going to play what I call Mountain Dogs, which is a mono Targon deck in honor of Oi. And this is like the best way that I know how to do it, because it's essentially a number of ways, including Messenger's sigil, to make a card called the Messenger. In case you're not familiar, it's the 2/2 dog. When I'm summoned, draw one. And so you've got Messenger's sigil, but you've also got things like Spacey Sketcher and Zoe, and the Fangs, because that specifically also makes a celestial card that costs 3 or less. So you got all these ways to create the Messenger, and then you play Starbone, which buffs all of your celestials, and there are still plenty of other ways to make celestials along the way. And then you also have that fun dog theme. But to top it off, I thought it was perfect, because even though he's probably not the best second champion to run in this deck, in fact, I would argue that taking this deck and making it not be mono Targon, but instead running 3 copies of Victor, is probably better than Aphelios here. To stick with the theme, because I like to refer to Aphelios as the sad moon boy, we're going to run him because he is sad about the passing of Oi. And so we're going to play a couple of games on this deck on the ladder, just to, you know, pay tribute to Oi. The rest is pretty standard mono Targon stuff. and not much has really changed in that regard. You could argue that maybe this Pale Cascade should be the healing draw, but I still kind of like having the combat trick, and we've got a number of we have plenty of ways to trigger the Nightfall. Like, that's not an issue at all here. I am running a single copy of Sky's Descend because this deck does tend to create a lot of Celestials, and so between the Eclipse Dragon and then, you know, hopefully flooding the board with doggos, this serves as a nice top end finisher. But yeah, we're gonna play some games with it. All right, Ashe, Sejuani, likely mid-rangey. There we go. So theoretically, this is the kind of start you want. Early on, you want stuff that helps you make the Celestials that cost 3 or less, and usually like 1 Starbone, just so you can try to get things up and running. But it has just not been working out for finding the dogs easily, so... We're actually just going to dump this star chart because casting it is the same as here. No. Did they like nerf the rate?
Zoe, I'm a serious artist now. I paint Sparkleflex.
Like, I don't know if they just like nerfed the rate of the messenger, or if I'm legitimately having this bad of a time.
I need just a moment.
So I can theoretically save Zoe here if I just hush this now to get rid of the challenger, which sounds weird, but then I can try to challenge back. But that also just kind of eats my entire turn. Or we could just give up Zoe. I don't think I want to give up Zoe yet. Danger Noodle.
All the world on one
Oh.
arrow.
It's a pretty good looking Ashe there.
Bask in her radiant blessing. Riddle me something cool.
We have 2 Starbones and I still can't find a dog. Why is it so hard to find a dog? What did I do to deserve this?
Up there in the mountains.
What's the likelihood that they're sitting on
Welcome to my
like troll chant? Well, hello folks coming from Cosmic's
as the arrow flies.
stream.
Believe or burn.
I think we just do it this way and accept our fate. Welcome, welcome everybody. We're trying to find dogs and we're failing over and over and over and over again. I actually think we're going to take the Gravitum for future defensive plays. Like, being able to stun her is nice, but Gravitum buys you so much time against other followers. While the lifesteal would be nice at this point. At this point, I just want to find a dog. We're gonna end up having to pop this again, like the last time.
The time is right. Strike now. These are our lands.
Okay. I'll let them have the Aphelios because we're gonna end up leveling the Zoe. I have faith.
Victory requires
Beautiful.
sharp
Exactly what we were hoping for. So we're gonna do this into this and just hope they don't have that one cost elixir to save the Trifarian, but we're gonna level our Zoe and hopefully nuke the two of them. And then all we have to do is find a dog and we're in business. Maybe we'll draw it. Since all of our invokes fail to find the dogs, we're just gonna draw it. We've had more luck drawing them post sigil. Oh. You know, normally people are saying give a dog a bone, but I can't find a dog to give the bone to.
Faster than my arrow? I think.
Be there. Never. Not once. Not once in the history of ever would I expect there to be a dog there.
Took the bait.
Show me a target. Avarosa, guide me.
That could have been such a good turn if we just would have found a dog.
Danger noodle!
Winter take you.
Only the finest serve.
All right, I guess we do this. We still have to deal with her arrow at some point. Which I'm not super happy about. We're gonna lose this because we're sitting on triple Starbone and the bajillion triggers we had were no messenger. The triple Starbone dream. Be there. Dog. I can't even play the dog this turn, but I just need it to be there and it's not there. We take this just because it's another cheap option to play defensively. Potentially here, post arrow. Because that's really what we need. Though I actually don't think it helps here.
This is
The cascade actually helps a lot. Yeah, so this hits everything. And then I guess I play this, but then that when it attacks would still frostbite me. And then I can cascade at least one thing as a blocker at that point. save this, I guess, for next turn if we survive to re-challenger the board. Oh. Okay, I was not expecting that. I think we just lose then, right? Because I can't. Yeah, unless we roll into multiple Pale Cascades, we just lose here, which is frustrating, but we will give it a go anyway. That's such a good save. Cause look, it gives us another blocker. And it gives us exactly enough. I think. No, it doesn't. What a slap in the face. I can't soak enough. Three Starbones. Oh, it hurts. What a slap in the face. I mean, it doesn't matter because we can't survive decimates next turn anyway. Like the Farron was the nail in the coffin, but I still wanted to try to get to Turbo Dogs there. Ooh, that got kind of worse, but all right. Part of the cards here. Part of the cards. Sure.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
The number, I need to go do math. The number of Celestials that cost 3 or less, and the number of triggers that we have played tonight to invoke them for a severe lack of dogs is
Ooh, that's new.
phenomenal.
Gotcha.
I got a feeling we're gonna need this meteor shower as much as I want to take the sisters. Sisters are really good post Starbones, but at this point I just have to naturally assume that we are never going to play Starbones.
Can't be.
Sure.
Where I paint my constellation.
Hot on the trail.
Hold still. Can I paint you?
Sure. I guess. Why not?
Spilled. My paint.
Oh. All right, fine. We'll play this Trickster so I can take the open attack, I guess. I'm a little worried that they have, like, what is it, 6 cards in hand here, and they were passing with an effective mana of 6. Like that feels potentially problematic, but not nearly as problematic, I guess, as trying to find a dog. We found a dog. Look out. We found it. How many triggers? How many triggers?
I will unite the Freljord.
Glad I was patient. Let's do the one here actually, based on the way this blocking can line up with a Starbone. Just need them to not have like troll chant here. That would be kind of bad. I say as they immediately have a troll chant.
I'm through waiting.
To leave or burn.
Ugh, that's a lot of potential damage. I think we just take the 10. Oh, they really wanted that Ashe to stay at 2, huh? Or are they just setting up the level? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right. Starbone. I think we want the lifesteal here.
Falls, the moon rises.
Knocked and ready.
I assume that they're just gonna hit this, but by trying to target this here, they can't brittle steel it, at least. But flash freeze is very much still on the menu for them. Yep. Not unexpected. Not unexpected.
Our banner will lead the way.
You are mine.
My aim is true.
Okay.
Guide him, mother.
I don't see a better option at the moment. So now we just got to roll into a lot of help. So we finally got dogs up and running. That's actually really good for us. Just got to make it work. As we take the serpent here.
everything.
That's a great pickup. Yeah, okay.
The light of my star warms the heavens.
All you can do is hope for not another frostbite effect. All right. This is this is a bit of a nail biter.
I'll cut them apart.
What could they potentially have as a buff? Like, why are they not challenging? Like, what's the +2 attack? Unless they just have, like, what, fervor?
I bow to no one.
I mean, there's a strong chance that I'm overthinking this, but I think that I can't let that through as much as I want to. I think we just ride this train.
It was my heart that led me here.
So they're doing that just to cycle it, I guess. Unless they also have something. Where they're waiting to nuke the board. Okay.
It chases the messenger.
Wow, they rolled into that beautifully. Which means they're now going to top deck a frostbite effect. Right? That's how it works. What a way to edge that out at the end. Yay, dogs. We have found more Starbones than we have messengers the last, 3 games. Because we have seen 5 Starbones to, I don't know, maybe we have seen 5 messengers total, but we didn't get to play them all because we died the one turn we drew the one. No, there's no way we played 4 last game though. So no, we've seen more Starbones than we have messengers, despite having like a bajillion ways to try to create them.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
But we're gonna keep living the dream. Karma messenger sigil. We could do Karma instead of Aphelios, in theory. Aphelios is the flex spot here, but we're playing the Sad Moon Boy for thematic reasons. Yeah, I think we're just gonna eat this Mist Wraith. I'm mostly trying to decide if I want to. I think we do play this here. Oh my god, we found an early dog. I don't even know what to do now. Like, legitimately, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. All right, so all the fearsome units are not going to be kind to us, but we've got some good invoke 4 drops. It's tough here. In theory, you would say like maybe you get rid of Scryer to save this healing, and then you still have a 4 drop with the invoke, but the cost reduction is so good that I still feel like it's going to be worth it. I'm just worried about, again, like the fact of the fearsomes, but I think we're gonna do this because I wanted to find
Zoe, I'm a serious artist now.
this, and then we'll go. Hey, Raptor. All right, so I think here this is fine. Let's grab Serpent. Serpent gets us closer to the Zoe timeline, but it also means that we can try to challenge into one of those as well. Interesting. We're playing this to kind of stall. I'd like to see them go below 5 mana if possible. I would really hate to lose a chunk of my board to a Withering Whale. All right, so we also know they've got another Skitterer then. Do this, I suppose. All right, so we're up to 6, but we can very quickly go lower. Let's do the 2 mist raids. There's consideration about stunning this and leaving one of these because of like hush plays, but so we're at 7. This is 8, 9. It's just pretty close to just doing it outright. I mean, theoretically, dog overwriting this also gets us there, but I was going to use that as a potential chump blocker. You know what? I think we're just going to do it. Because if we also run into a Starbone, that's an even better option for us. Or Pale Cascade potentially as well. All right. So we did not find what we wanted to in that regard. But we can still take a block. Trying to think about the way that I want to order these. Take a block. Take a block. I think leave the rest is the way that I want to do this. All right, little bit sad. I like the reduction there, but overall, I think this is probably a positive. I think I want to take this because if it connects, I'd like to take this free invoke before I decide how I want to navigate this. We're now hitting the stage where, you know, we found at least one dog. We also have a sigil to kind of pop off. So now is the time where we want to find those Starbones if possible. Like, we want to find things that let us draw to try to hunt for them, but I mean, that's kind of like a Starbone, right? So the question now becomes, if I pop that, do I have enough to survive next turn with just the board that I have?
How's it going?
I think the answer is yes, because we also have the healing, right? So I think we take this. It's our window of value. Could hush this to try to keep this alive as well. 8 mana is still a lot for them to work with here. But I think this is probably correct. Withering Wail again sucks here, but how am I liking Aphelios? I dig Aphelios a lot, Raptor. This is kind of like my theme deck. Yeah, we're fine with this. In honor of Oi. So like, I don't even think necessarily that Aphelios is the correct choice in this list. I think that like Victor or Karma, like not going heavy, you know, straight mono target, but like some splashing, I think is probably better. But I really wanted the sad Moon Boy. But that being said, I have really enjoyed him.
See as I see.
I do really feel like healing is potentially a plus here. But before we do that,
I am with you.
I think we start with the open attack. I still have enough mana just from burst spells to generate at least one weapon if they try to kill him. There was the thought about trying to generate a weapon pre-attack to try to get the lifesteal, but I think just doing this is
Blessings of the moon.
fine. All right, I think we're gonna do that and take the heal now. That'll give us 3 mana left over.
Quiet, Val. It's just us.
Yep. And I wanted to see what our expensive thing was gonna be going into next turn. That is a lot of Doom Beast.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
Mostly playing that so I have an extra body to try to survive an open attack here. So if I do this, it's obliterate, so we don't have to worry about her leveling, and it leaves us with 4 left over, which I think is fine. I take it back. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I take it back. Shouldn't clear the table. You were right with the harrowing. The fact that they hit double skitterer there is really rough because that ruins some potential blocks. We might still have enough to survive this though. All right, they're out of mana, so we're gonna take this because this gets this to fearsome blocking, but the lifesteal I think is gonna be very relevant. It was that or play another body, but I think this actually helps us negate more.
Oh, you're interesting. It ends in silence.
She's gonna level though.
They will know. It ends in silence. They will know.
All right, so we're gonna be dead to Atrocity, and I think they've used all their Doom Beasts, right? I feel like they have. I feel like I saw all of them. Horror. I guess horror would have been an argument for keeping the block there and staying at 2 health instead of getting rid of the unit. See, there's nothing I can get from here that's going to give me the lifesteal that I need, so... Alright, 4, 8, 13. Is there a way that I can come up with 5 damage that's not the dragon? Yes, technically. Or at least force it. There we go. There we go. Just had to chain it together.
We call this constellation the jump rope.
Harrowing to survive. I want the ones that are permanent. All right, that should be it. Because we get all this life steal, so we go back to full. They have no board. I'm actually gonna wait to pop this because it also means free trigger for more cards. Not that we need it. I mean, this is. Woo! Doggos! But no Starbone.